Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are talking more about the Armed Shark MADKO. I've taken out the end weights, and I've been flipping this thing quite a bit. I've not had it a ton of time, but I've been flipping it a lot. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about, the inevitable comparison between this and the Chab. I've been compiling my thoughts in the, final comparison video. But that will be coming in a little while once I've gotten some more time to get used to this guy. And one thing I can tell you is, goodness me, is it comfortable. It's a little hefty, right? I'll give you that. But it's comfortable. Is it better without the end weights? Yes and no. It moves, obviously, the weight of the balisong a little further up. So it feels like the ends aren't carrying as much momentum. But, in contrast, it's already heavy enough that that's not a huge issue for it. Like, this thing is already quickly becoming one of my favorite trainers. And I love the fact that it doesn't try to be a blade of any sort. It is just a shark. I've not tried the bottle opener. That's the next thing I have to try. But it's not trying to be... Ooh, yeah. And it's, like, comfortably handlebars. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like anything crazy. It fans well. It fans better without the end weights. Actually, much better. But it's still a handlebar's knife. You can kind of feel it. I do like the ring. Sometimes it borderlines on being a bit too much. But then you just take a little kind of like this, and it calms down. So that ring is really riding the edge. For me personally, I'm quite picky with like my rings, but I do think it gives such a fantastic premium sound while flipping that I've been looking for quite a long time, as well as just generally being very well put together. There's a little bit of wiggle here. Obviously, it's only on phosphor bronze washers, so I expect the tolerances to diminish with time. And perchance, perhaps by any chance, I may eventually, if I choose to keep this guy for a long time, which it's looking to be that way, I'd feel bad beating this. Like, it's so comfortable, I'd hate to ruin, like, the bottom of the handles. But, this seems like a really good trainer. I've been looking for a very high-quality titanium trainer, and this seems to be the one, kind of, for me, really. I'm really, really enjoying this. It does... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's early in the morning. Also, Happy New Year's, guys. I completely forgot to say that. Yeah, Happy New Year's. It seems to do all the tricks you want to ask of it. It's a little bit... not slippery, but it's very smooth. So my hands, which are not the driest right now, are sometimes struggling to hold on to it, but it's by no means, like, slippery. It's just quite smooth to the touch. It almost has that actual premium soft titanium feel. Actually, it's about the closest I've ever felt from a clone, to have the soft titanium feel that if you've held, like, one of the American-made, original designed balisongs, you'll know what I mean. Like, if you've held any of the machine-wise titanium balisongs, they feel soft to the touch. Like, I think even something as simple as my Gaboon here, it has it. Not as much as the Seraph. The Seraph really has it. But the Gaboon here, it's, like, firm, but softly comfortable. Which is amazing. And it's so nice. This is just quiet. It's lightweight. And this is actually very similar to the MADKO. It's actually the same size in total. I believe just the handles are a little shorter and the blades a little longer. But, like, lengthwise, they end up being about the same. Obviously, they are in the same kind of price bracket, right? They do compete against each other. And I'm so sad that Fellowship doesn't make these anymore, because these are truly fantastic. And I know people really like the Gaboons. And I think it's definitely one that you kind of have to just try out, because it's beautiful. I mean, this is still one of my favourite blades ever. Like, look at it. I sometimes just look at it. And this is also very high on my frequently picked up list. But this has a little bit more weight, a little more oomph to it, with a very different sound. I think I would maybe like if the blade was chamfered instead of crowned, it's a crowned blade here, which makes it very, very comfortable. I think the spine being crowned is fantastic. You know, I think that feels phenomenal. But then the bite handle as well, having it just makes it so that, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still feel the bite handle indicator, you know, when you catch it there on the wrong side. But I feel like, you know, the blade side of it obviously is, well, it's harmless. As it's meant to be. Excuse me, I just need a drink of water in my humongous mug. Comment mug in the comments, or cup, if you've made it this far in the video. But yeah, essentially, I've been thinking, this guy is actually very, very good value for money. It does all the tricks I kind of want it to, some with more ease than others. It does carry quite a bit of momentum, not too much that it's unmanageable. Ooh. But like enough that it's like very noticeable. Do you know what I mean? Oh, dude, that's a really difficult. How to go from index rollover into a whip rollover of that into some sort of a reverse cherry picker into something else. I don't know, probably better. I think the Alpha B stuff had better success doing it on. I think it's doing tricks and learning them in like parts whilst filming. That's quite tough. We end up landing, you catch it like that, and then the gaboon is so much lighter that you go from one to the other. And the thing is, it doesn't give you like squiddy syndrome, because it's not like this is so light that it's unflippable, because it manages its weight really well. But like, it just, you use the same energy you put into that for this, and this just wants to go so fast. Like, it just wants to go flying. But this is like expertly crafted, the balance of this. I think I would move these screws a 1/2 inch lower to be about where that fourth jimp is. And then this end screw, I mean, you can keep it there, but yeah, I would probably just move that a little lower. That would be my one adjustment for balance, because I don't think it needs any more weight up here. I think it just needs better control of lower down weight. And like, holy moly, it is... I love the way the blade is balanced. The blade has like the perfect amount of end weight. It just carries itself. It looks a bit like the Zyzix, or the Zyzix, I don't know. How does Asses Works call it? I think the bushings is a fantastic idea here. I think that the stock spaces is a bit too much, because you need the pin through them. I imagine just without the pins, the stock spaces might be good enough. But the steel bushing with one screw here, that is like perfect balance for me. I think, yeah, the only thing is I would like the weight of the handle to be slightly lower down, but then at the bottom is too much, right? Obviously, I've got 4 screws in, right? One there, one there, one there, one there. But this is not a video about the gaboon. But yeah, basically that goes flying when you put this kind of energy into it. And this, I mean, you kind of need to put a bit more oomph into your flips. Otherwise, it just kind of doesn't want to... Like, it wants to go, but a bit more leisurely than you might be prepared for. Which I kind of like, because it means it forces you to really think about your flipping. This is a very methodical flipper, the Madko here. But it's also unique. And I thought it was really strange. But before I got this, I was watching videos about the Madko, both the Arm Shark one and the real one. And people were like, yeah, when I first got it, I really didn't like it. And then it was like, grew on me. And I was like, oh, how strange. I've not met many balisongs that give off that kind of thing. But upon flipping it, I kind of see what they mean. Because when I first got it, I'll be honest with you, even though my first impressions were generally good, I was thinking in the back of my head, I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to this. It seems like it flips very sluggishly, especially with the end weights in and whatnot. And then I took them out, and I was like, whoa, that's very different. Okay, this is still pretty crazy. I might prefer with end weights in. And so I put them back in. And then I was flipping, and I was like, you know, this thing it's actually starting to be kind of cool. And then I took them out again, and then I was like, oh, okay, so this actually frees up a lot more mobility. It kind of gives you more weight. So it kind of would take a little bit of tinkering with. And to be honest, I like both balance preferences, because one is quite extreme and the other is much more conventional. You know, this is more conventional of a balisong, but the weight difference, like where the weight is quite drastic. Like the weight being all the way at the ends versus being like kind of here-ish as it feels. it makes a pretty huge difference. And the sound, it's still great. I love that, like it's just cool. This is like one of the best sounding battle songs I've heard. Especially when you do like that aerial. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick this up, but like if you do a double aerial and you just go like the it goes like wow 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 wow. I don't know, can you guys hear this? I don't know, it like wobbles, the sound. You have to like crank your volume up to be able to hear that. But otherwise, yeah, really been enjoying it. I think this thing sounds superb. I just can't get enough of this guy. Honestly, it's I've really been picking it up a lot. And I've only had it, a day and a bit. So it's really been something I've been enjoying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up there because this video is getting a little long. I don't know, you bally guys, you don't have that much attention spans. I've seen my average view retention time. I know you guys, but if you have made it this far, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below saying Frank P was robbed, and we'll have a little, Frank P was robbed of the Bally Awards, which did happen the other day. So yeah, awesome if you kind of check that out. I did kind of speed run through it a little bit at the end. I typically don't, I'm not able to watch it live. So I just like to go through and watch just the highlights. I'm not too fussed about like the chat and stuff. Sometimes it's funny, but yeah, I was watching a little bit of it, and yeah, I didn't have the 2 hours to sit through it, but it was really fun to watch. Just the people presenting and things like that, really awesome. I hope I can be on there one day, and that would be really nice, like for the exposure. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.